Good morning, everybody. Well, I say good morning, but it is a Monday in 2020, and I'm not gonna lie, I'm really feeling it today. It might be possibly because I had some hot toddies last night and didn't sleep very well, and because it's Monday and because I'm not feeling it, I've got the leftover whiskey in my coffee today. So this reading may get sillier and sillier as we go on, as I drink more and more coffee. We'll see. Now, that is not me encouraging anyone to drink too much. Absolutely do not. I've very much learnt my lessons about drinking. Um, yeah, yeah, learnt my lessons about drinking. Don't overdo it. Don't drink too much. Don't drink if you've got stuff to do. I'm doing the reading and then I'm probably going to go back to bed, quite frankly. A few things. I got open wide. My window was wide open and it was open wide, so somebody may have been to the dentist. I've been getting Garfield through because Garfield's like, oh, I hate Mondays, right? I hate Mondays. So I'm getting Garfield. They're telling me Odie and John. I don't know why. It could be relevant to someone. I was also really craving lasagna. Somebody may have been eating lasagna. I was thinking about making my own. I don't know. Maybe this is relevant to somebody. What else have we been getting through? My nails. Oh, I have to apologise for my nails because I've got actually something stuck to them. Okay, this might be relevant to someone. Yeah, you can see they're a little bit yellowy. I've been wearing nail varnish pretty much constantly while doing these tarot readings, just to kind of make my hands look a bit presentable. But yeah, you can see that they're starting to stain my nails now. With the nail varnish. I don't smoke. It's not smoker's nails. It's just stained from the nail varnish. So I'm giving them what I'm getting from this, the message that I'm getting, because obviously everything happens for a reason, is that my nails literally need time to breathe. So time to breathe is a message, and then I'm also getting about they're like giving me moonology cards. Show the world the real you. Don't be afraid of bearing your true self. Don't be afraid of letting people see the sides of yourself that aren't quite so Instagram perfect, right? So this is the messages that are coming through with that. And also, I didn't realize, I don't know where I got it from, but I was playing with this little jewel, and I don't know. So maybe some people wear like diamantes on the nails around you. I don't know. I don't even know where that came from, so I'm just going to stick it in my notebook. Probably my daughter, to be honest. My daughter who leaves craft materials all over the house. What else have I got? I'm going to go to the songs in a second. I'm just checking. Oh, I saw and heard actually. Someone put in, I don't know if it was makeup brushes or paint brushes. So let me just show you. Sort of, that's my very scruffy makeup brush. So yeah, you can see it like properly scruffy. It's really old. So like someone putting brushes into a container, and it making like a metal clinking sound. So I don't know if it was a metal container. Yeah, I don't know if it was paintbrushes, like smaller paintbrushes for detail, or yeah, makeup brushes, but clinking into a container. So that could be relevant for someone. I've been smelling all weekend like cedar. To me, it smells like cedar quite strongly. I do have joss sticks in my room, but I don't think it's coming from the joss sticks. So yeah, cedar and then Old Spice, possibly. You know that aftershave, Old Spice. Maybe somebody wears that. You know, it gets a really bad rap because it's like an old-fashioned aftershave, but I really like it. I really do. Okay, what else? Oh, and that led me to old people, and that didn't. This is like another thing. Old people, and I'm talking like really old people. Okay, so um, I was watching a YouTube video and kind of another video also played after it, and it was talking about Donald Trump. Now, like politics aside, I wasn't really in the mood to be listening to people talking about Donald Trump this morning, and my brain started to ramble about like how old he is, and you know he's of a much older generation than a lot of the population. So are people of that age really representative of the needs of modern people at the time? You know, can they connect with the needs of teenagers who are just moving into adulthood? I just saw 444. That's about stability on the timestamp. So I'm saying something important, I think. I think, maybe, perhaps. Yeah, so this idea of like giving people respect, quite rightly, because they are very old, they have a lot of life experience, and respecting that, and respecting the kind of the knowledge of our elders, but also recognizing that the world moves forward, things change, technology advances, attitudes change, right? What you can say and you can't say. I'm sort of middle age coming up to now, and there's things that I say that I don't realize I'm not supposed to say anymore, because like the kids have, like, the world's changing, things have changed, and like I say things sometimes that are really unpolitically correct without realizing that they're unpolitically correct, and then I'm like, well, I didn't mean it like that. I just but there is this sense of like not quite catching up with the movement of the world. So if I'm like that, what's somebody who's double my age like? Are they really the best person to go to for advice? So where am I going with this? So yeah, it's about acknowledging that people who are older than us have life experience, have knowledge perhaps that we don't have, experiences that we haven't had yet, but also acknowledging that things change as time moves forward, and perhaps that the older people, while their advice is important to take, it's not the be all and end all, because there's things that they haven't experienced, there's new things that they haven't experienced, that they haven't kept up with, that they don't understand. So it's like this balance of like not taking the advice of elders as a be all and end all, and recognizing that the advice of anyone, no matter what age they're at, is flawed, because nobody has experienced everything. They haven't. The universe has experienced everything, and here are the cards to tell us the advice from the universe. I'm being silly. Okay. So yeah, that was the next thing. So I think that's all my random messages, but the songs that have been coming through yesterday, sort of midday yesterday, I got Ride on Time by Black Box. Very much out of the blue. That was very much a channel song. Don't know where that one came from, so somebody could have been listening to that. If so, hi, we're connected. I'm reading your brain. Another song that I got a bit later on was That I Would Be Good by Alanis Morissette. That I would be good if I got on stage sick. That I would be good if I, it's like, it's almost like that Nine of Cups, Nine of Pentacles energy of being like, I'm good on my own, I'm good no matter what. Whatever life throws at me, no matter how hard it is, no matter how painful it is, I want to feel like I'd be good, I'd be able to handle it, right? So that's a message for someone there. What else did I get? Oh, I Don't Know You Yet by Alexander 23. It has been absolutely like plugged into my head non-stop, like constantly. Are your eyes brown, blue, or green? Blue. My eyes are blue. They're blue. If you know, you know. So yeah, what else? Under Pressure by Queen. That was the other song, Under Pressure. So somebody's really feeling like they're under pressure. And again, Queen, what's the name of the lead singer? It's completely gone out of my head. People are screaming it at me and it's not going in. The lead singer of Queen, he felt a lot of societal pressure as well, but he was able to find his individuality and show his individuality to the world, and that's kind of what he's respected for. That's what's made him an idol, being able to literally come out and stand in the spotlight and be his authentic self. That's what's gained his reward and recognition and respect. People respect that bravery, right? I hope you respect my bravery for sticking my gross yellow nails on the internet. Time for more coffee. Okay. Crazy reading coming in. This is a tell me anything reading. Literally saying to the universe, tell me whatever you want to tell me. It's all yours. The stage is yours. What have you got to say? So I'm not expecting anything from this reading. I am not... nothing to do with me, whatever comes out here today. It's all the cards, it's all the universe. So it might be a message for a lot of people, it might be kind of like a global message, or it could just be like a message that's going straight in there for a targeted individual, and the universe wants to tell that person something. But hopefully we're going to enjoy it together. We're going to strap in, plug in, go along for the ride. Are we ready? I'm not ready. I'm actually gonna take my top off because I'm getting too hot. Alcohol sweats, tasty. And I'm gonna tune in, dial into the energies, and make sure I'm properly hooked up, plugged in before we get going. See you in a second. Okay, as I was tuning into the energies, they gave me the word fallible. Thank you. That is the word I was looking for earlier when talking about older people and the knowledge that they have. Every human is fallible. No human has the knowledge of the universe. They don't have, the complete soul experience. So anyone giving you advice, just be aware that they are fallible. Doesn't mean that you can, doesn't mean that there's no value in their advice. It just means that you shouldn't take it as like gospel. Talking of gospel, I do the Lord's Prayer when I'm kind of getting ready to do the reading. I'm not particularly religious. I was brought up in a Christian leaning community. So when I was a child at school, we used to do the Lord's Prayer. So I know it off by heart. But I'm not christened. I don't know why I'm showing you my finger like you have a christening ring. I don't know. Maybe someone does. But yeah, I kind of believe in everything, right? Because if God exists, then God's the universe and God's everything. So he's all religions to me. So yeah, doing the Lord's Prayer. And I kind of got to the bit about lead me not into temptation, and I looked at my coffee cup and I was like, oh, okay. But then I kind of got the message, it's okay. Like, it's okay. It's okay. Because I don't overdo it. I drink well within the limits, and I only drink like kind of once a week, and then the spill over to Monday morning. So I just wanted to stress there that I'm not leading you into a path of temptation. I'm delivering you from evil, the evil of alcohol, but it's okay to have a little tiny bit of evil now and again, a little bit of the things that tempt you. That's okay. And that came from the universe. That was a guided message. So there you go. Don't take it from me. Right, okay. Stop being so silly. Stop being silly, Cinderella. Let's go. The universe, what have you got for us today? Tell me anything. Tell me anything. What have you got for me today? They don't want to tell me anything. There we go. That came out yesterday actually for me in a random reading that was not on the tinternet. Financial constraints on the bottom there. Somebody may be worried about money. Here we go. So action. Someone taking action. They're reminding me that I watched a film yesterday called Bad Therapy. Somebody may have been in therapy. They may not have found it worthwhile. It was a film with Alicia Silverstone in. And I was really excited because I like Alicia Silverstone. And by the description, I thought that she was going to be the therapist. And she was kind of like, if you've ever seen the movie The Crush, I thought she was going to kind of play them both against each other. I thought it was going to be really good. And she wasn't the therapist. I feel like she should have been. Like maybe that was the original intention for her to have that role. And it was really weird. It was trying to be a comedy, but it wasn't funny. And it was like kind of trying to be a thriller, but it didn't work. It was like it didn't know what it wanted to be. It was trying to be two things at once, and that didn't work. So I feel like somebody may be trying to be two things at once and it's not working, because this reminds me actually of the Chariot card. It's like yin yang, you've been pulled in two different directions. But once you find that alignment, once you find that people are all on the same page, all working together, that you balance out your energies, you can take action to move forward, fast action forward. So that might be a place that somebody's in right now. Okay, what else, universe? What do you have to tell me? What do you have to tell me, universe? Like, you keep talking nonsense. It seems to work. When I talk nonsense, people are always like, yeah, that nonsense made absolute sense to me. Spot on nonsense. Well done, Cinderella. Yin. Okay, that's really interesting, to be fair. Yeah, this is all about balance. Okay, so what's on the bottom? Observer. It's the fox. Shout out fox. I know my mum likes it when the fox comes out in the readings, and the polar bears. She has a fox in the back garden. She likes the fox. Action. So action is very much yang energy. It's very much yang energy is the kind of the go-getter energy, the action, the going for what you want, the movement energy, kind of taking control. Yin energy is the more gentle feminine energy, or it's seen as being more feminine. So gender roles don't apply in my readings. You can flip them around, play around with the gender roles as much as you like. And now they're giving me another song, play around with gender roles. What song is that from? One second, I'm going to try and remember. Okay, it's Laid by James. Interestingly enough, right, a couple of things. So I am aware that the community that I'm in, there are people who don't necessarily fall into those kind of very, very traditional masculine, feminine gender cages, right? So my community is very, very fluid. And what they're telling me again is that I know that people come into my videos. I'm seeing 1551, so that's a mirror number. I know that the people, my throat's closing up. Okay, absolutely. Right. Some of the people coming to my videos are much more progressive, I think, than that older generation that I was talking about. So the older generation may not understand or be brilliant at advising about these things. If you're facing criticism, or if somebody if somebody it may not even be gender, it may just be like sexual preference, but or just traditional values. So yeah, that you may be finding there's some kind of conflict where the older generation don't understand who you are and what you're trying to do. So that's a message that's coming through. And then I've got the lyrics up here for that song, Laid by James. And it says, the therapist said not to see you no more. So yeah, again, I picked up on therapy with that song. And with that film. So somebody may have been seeing a therapist, and it may not be working out for them. Now, I don't want to be the person to say, I'm a tarot card reader. A therapist is somebody who's an accredited professional. Check they are accredited, because the person in that film was not accredited. Check that your therapist has the proper documentation, okay? That they're legit. Okay, that's a message for someone. But they're working within this structure, right? I mean, they're accredited, they have something of value. But if it's not working out for you, it's okay to say, right, I think I need to go and find a different therapist that fits me better. Yeah, but my throat's closing up. There's something, when my throat closes up during a reading, it's to do with somebody not speaking their truth, somebody not able to say something that they want to say. So do some work on your throat chakra. So that could be like journaling, or writing things out, writing out what you want to say, writing out your thoughts. And you don't have to even give it to anyone. You can burn it, you can rip it up, whatever. But just doing that process will actually unblock your chakra. Yeah, that worked for me actually really, really on when I started on this spiritual journey. One of the first things that I'd had was a lot of throat trouble, and then I wrote a blog, and then yeah, totally cleared out. So right, get back on track. I'm all over the place, I'm sorry. It doesn't help that I'm drinking whiskey. Where do I want to go to? So yeah, we've got the this balancing of the yin yang, the masculine feminine energy, probably within ourselves. So we've got the yang over here, the yin here, and then To Be Fair, which is a card about literally balance, equal give and take. If you are dealing with someone who's very, very yang, right, traditionally masculine, macho, doesn't understand that, like, anything that's like feminine issues, doesn't understand like anything that's not being a man, and likewise like yin energy. If you've got dealing with someone who's very, very feminine, very girly, very traditionally like in the feminine gender role, right, of like, I have to look after the house and home, and I can't speak without being spoken to first, and I have to raise the children, right? The cages, they are cages, like social cages, okay? And some people are quite happy in their social cages. Some people are like, this is exactly who I am, I like my cage, this is where I want to be, I'm happy here, which is fine, okay? And we can respect that, okay? But yeah, I don't know, there's something to do with balance, there's something finding the middle ground, being fair in a situation, being respectful. I don't know. So we're going to pull more cards. We're going to find out more about what's going on here. Can I get an energy for the people dealing with the action card? An energy for action, please. Lizard energy. So I see this as somebody warming up in the sun. It's like, yeah, so feeling very, very like cold, or perhaps like emotionally shut down. Somebody could be dealing with someone very much in yang energy who's kind of emotionally shut down, who takes a lot of action, but perhaps that because they're so busy doing the action, they kind of shut down their emotions. The yin energy is about emotions. Yin energy, sorry, is about emotions. So this is about this person warming up, like, or somebody feeling the heat because of some action that somebody has taken. Right, okay, so yin. Tell me more about the yin. What kind of energy is surrounding the yin card, please? Oh, yeah, okay, yeah, very much. I mean, look at the difference. So, they're telling me like Komodo dragon as well there. Like, Komodo dragon, like their mouths are poisonous, right? They've got like bacteria in the mouths. So again, I'm picking up on this person who's like, the words spread in a negative way. Okay, okay, and there's lots of different energies, so I'm picking up on several storylines from each thing, so some will apply to you, some won't. So the lizard might be several people in the situation. I'm just picking up different things from it. So the rabbit card, this is someone who can be very, very timid, right? Yin energy, feminine energy, a timid mother, somebody who's frightened easily, especially if like you're dealing with someone who's very masculine and very kind of firm and putting the foot down. It may be like frightened to speak, frightened to make the wrong move. It's like deer in the headlights kind of thing, or like flight or fright. It's like the rabbit's seen something. The rabbit could be in danger. They've got their ears pricked up. They're alert. They're on edge. They're about to run, but they don't know which way to run. What's the best way to run? Yeah, so do they go for the bushes? Do they go for the trees? Do they go for the rabbit hole? Where do they go when things fire up? To be fair, tell me about to be fair, please. Hawk is about seeing things from a much higher perspective. It's like they're very intelligent animals. They're kind of like strategists. So this is kind of like sword energy. So it's going up, taking yourself out of a situation, looking at things very fairly, looking at all factors in a situation. Somebody may be going to court. It's like almost like the eagle card, right? But the hawk, the difference I think what I'm seeing with the eagle and the hawk is that the hawk is spending much more time up there, circling round, watching things, where the eagle's much more likely to take a dive right into the center. The hawk's very much kind of standing back, watching, waiting, biding their time, and they're going to go in, but they're going to go in at the perfect moment because they're a strategist. They're kind of waiting to see how everybody moves, and then they know how to go in and pluck exactly what they want from the situation. Yeah, this is very much, if this was the eagle card, I would say absolutely 100% a court situation over here. In the underline, we've got the otter, one of my favourite cards. Happy little otter. The happy little otter is fine no matter what's going on. They just swim and play in the water and deal with whatever life throws at them. They go with the flow. Yeah, be more otter. Okay, what are we going to do next? I want to get more information, please. More information. Excuse me, more information about the action card. What's going on with the action card and the lizard? Tell me more information, please. Oh, interesting. Somebody's hiding. And I know who it is. The yangiest card of all, the Emperor card. So, and he's in the upright. Tell me more about the Emperor. No, don't tell me more about the Emperor. I'm going to get a different deck. The Emperor is very much yang energy, very traditional masculine. It's somebody in control. They tend to be, if this is a person in your life, they tend to be quite successful. They've really got like a handle on things. They can run their own business. They can be a CEO. They can be somebody in a position of authority, somebody in a position where they're respected. It can be a father. It can be a grandfather. in the upright, he's kind of the epitome of masculinity. He is somebody who will take action. He intelligent, well thought out action. He's not afraid to cut things out. This is kind of a warrior emperor as well. He is somebody who has a lot of life experience. He's been through a lot of battles. He could be someone who can really advise you, right? If you're going into a situation where perhaps you do have to have a bit of a battle, he's somebody who can give you really good advice because he's been there, he's done it, he's learned lessons from it. But again, remember that he is only one side of the yin-yang energy. He can only show you half of the picture. He doesn't have the full information to be able to fully advise you on every single facet, right, of the situation. So we respect him for his experience, but we don't see his advice as the be all end all. But yeah, somebody could be an emperor energy taking action. So make sure you keep your balance, keep that keep your feminine side in you, which is like the nurturing side, right? Keep that alive. Okay, we've got a card. Oh my god, you won't believe it. You will not believe what card came out. Okay, I'm going to show you. I'm going to move the camera, just show you here. Like, hello, the hole in my scruffy jogging bottoms. Can you see who it is? Between my legs. Hey-yo. Unbelievably, the Empress. You can't make this up. Tarot, how do you do this? We've got the divine counterpart. The Empress, the epitome, as I was saying, the Emperor is the epitome of masculine energy. The Empress is the epitome of feminine energy. She is, she's all four queens of the tarot. She's had all the experience. She can advise based on her experience and her experience of femininity. So she's somebody, she may have already had children. She may be very mothering, very nurturing. She may doesn't have to be these things. And again, a masculine can be in Empress energy, a female can be in Emperor energy, or you can be gender neutral, in which case, you know, yeah, tarot's gender neutral. But it's more the energies that come through. But yeah, this is divine counterparts. So if this is two people, it's the perfect match. Like literally, like God, goddess, divine counterparts. Yeah. Like two really well-rounded individuals who have had a lot of life experience, which has got them to the position that they're in today. It doesn't have to even be a position, like I was saying, how the Emperor can be like a CEO. It can be more like a mother and father, or just people who are in a position in life where they've learned all the lessons that they need to learn, and they are really solid, really grounded, really stable. They know how to handle whatever life throws at them. Wasn't I talking about that at the beginning of the reading? About, oh, what was I saying? I can't even remember. This is my problem with tarot. I forget because I'm a channel. I open my mouth, loads of rubbish comes out, and it's rubbish from the universe. And then I just don't remember what I've said. I was saying something about it and it's gone. No, they've wiped my slate clean again. We're off. We're on to the next thing. So this, again, to be fair, and I was picking up immediately on the first card, this yin-yang energy, right? This is literally yin-yang, like very, very well balanced. And this could be within yourself. You've balanced the two sides within yourself. It could be two people who are connecting, who have like, it's just really, I love this reading. I love Tell Me Anything readings. I'm like, I don't know where this is going to go, and it could go somewhere amazing. Six of Wands, yes, success. Great success. Great success. Because it's not one of my readings if I don't do memes. Six of Wands, yeah, literally success, reward, recognition, being in the spotlight, people admiring you for the things you've done. This may be two people who are admired for their experiences in life, admired for the positions that they're in, admired for the work that they've done, the work that they've done on themselves. I do see this as being a very, very lazy empress. I see this as being a warrior emperor, somebody who's kind of battled a lot through the life to get to where they are. And this empress is much more of a chilled out empress. She goes with the flow. She handles whatever life throws at her, but maybe she gets quite tired. You know, she gets quite tired of this this responsibility. It drains her. Oh, on the underlying we've got the devil and justice. Okay, interesting. The devil and justice. So wow, a lot of major arcana here. The devil and justice. If there's been some kind of injustice or a situation that has been unbalanced, then this is coming in to right the situation. Now you've got Libra, 3, possibly 4, 5, strong Libra here. Justice is the Libra card. Empress is Taurus Libra. To be fair is Libra because she's got the scales. Hawk is very similar to the eagle, which I see as Libra. Yin energy is like divine feminine energy. I'm just calling all Libras divine feminines. No, but it's Venus energy, who is the goddess of Libra and Taurus. So strong Libra, quite a bit of Taurus here. The Emperor is Taurus, Aries, and I see it's Capricorn, Devil's Capricorn. Action again is this same energy of like Mars energy, Aries. Yeah, doesn't have to be these signs, it's just the energies, but it's, yeah, coming through pretty strong there. King of Wands as well. I shuffled, got the King of Wands. Somebody who's in a very passionate King of Pentacles. Yeah, okay. I can't just keep taking cards. Yeah, somebody, I feel like I'm picking up on two energies. Somebody who's very, very taking passionate action. Somebody who's very, very stable, very solid, very grounded, very good at business, very good at running a home, very much a go-getter energy. They know what they want and they go for it. Yeah, like it doesn't even have to be a person. It can just be this like Mars, Yang, go-getter, solid, grounded. I'm gonna say daddy. He popped his head, daddy energy. Sorry guys, we know how my readings go. And then this yin energy over here, who's like, I don't know where the devil comes into play. Yeah, very much like balanced, fair, reasonable, listens to both sides of a story, balances out the situation, sees things very clearly. Yeah, okay, oh, interesting. Where do I want to go to next? Okay, let's go. Can you tell me more about why action is here with all these characters? This could be 3 different men. You could have 3 different males in your life who, one is very passionate, very determined, very creative, a go-getter, somebody who's very stable, very much like about the house and home, career, puts bread on the table, nurturing. But yeah, the Emperor embodies all the kings, so it could be 3 different people. It could be the Emperor acting in his wand and pentacle energy. We've got the Mountain card over here for action. So this is a card about obstacles being in your path, not being able to see the way forward, not being able to, knowing kind of where you want to go, right? You want to go to the other side of the mountain, but how are you going to get there? Are you going to try and scale the mountain, or are you going to try and go around the mountain? They're drawing me to the attention, my attention to the devil card. It's the Capricorn card, so they're showing me the hooves, like the devil has hooves, and Capricorn is the goat, which has hooves, and they're sort of showing me like mountain goats. Like this person over here may be like the only person who can climb this mountain. They're the only person who has the right shoes to scale, to take these risks, right? But it's not risks for them because it's their natural environment. It's the natural environment for the Emperor, for the Yang energy, to be able to overcome obstacles, to climb to heights that other people can't climb to get the higher perspective. Yes, it's all coming together. It came out in the reverse, so this is showing me that the obstacles are being overcome. 8 of Wands. 8 of Wands is about communication and action. Yeah, 8 of Wands is the action card. My throat's seizing up again. Somebody may be having a hard time communicating about the action that they're taking, or finding finding it difficult to communicate the action that they want to take, because the Emperor, oh okay, they're giving me, I'm getting so much. The Emperor, they're giving me classical culture, and they're giving me a story of when Rome was under attack. This is like ancient Rome, the early history of Rome. There's a story where Rome came under attack. They were under siege, and the other army, and I can't remember who it was. I want to say it was the Sabines, but I don't. It may have been a different kind of tribe. They wanted to get into the city. Now, Rome is kind of built on hills, and I think they were trying to get up the Palatine Hill, which is kind of like the Emperor's Hill. It's the hill that the Emperor Augustus, built his house on. So they were trying to get into the house. They were trying to get up this mountain, and they couldn't get up the mountain. They didn't see the way. And now, was it Tarpeia? I think it was Tarpeia. I think I'm thinking of two different stories, and I'm amalgamating them. So in one story, Tarpeia, who was a priestess of it was the goddess Hestia, but it wasn't Hestia. What's her name? I can't remember her name in Roman culture, but she's the goddess of kind of like the hearth and the home. And she has, oh my God, look, she had a flame that had to be kept burning. So Tarpeia's job was to keep this flame burning of this goddess who was the protector of Rome. As long as that flame was burning, then Rome would be safe. Now it was her job so she had the kind of this position of power where she was responsible for the safety of the entire community, the entire Roman community. But she was up on top of the Palatine Hill, looking down, and she saw the leader of the opposing army, and she fell in love with him, or she was kind of like felt like an intense desire towards him, and she sacrificed her community in order to try and impress the leader of the opposing army. So she actually showed them the route up to the top of the mountain, and they were able to attack Rome. But the first thing they did was they said, what do you want? Like, didn't trust her. Why are you showing us this path? She showed them the path up the mountain. And they said, we don't trust you. Why are you doing this? Like, what do you want for this? And she said, I want what's on your left hand or right hand. I'm going to say left hand, meaning the bracelets this tribe had, the jewellery that they had. And they said, right, okay, fine. But when they got to the top, they actually crushed her with their shields, because they carried their shields on their left hand, like this emperor here. So they crushed her to death with their shields because she was a betrayer. She betrayed her own community, and so they punished her, which, it's a bit of a sad story, to be honest, but she did betray her whole community and let the bad guys in at the gate. Who came in to save the day? Goddess Venus. Yes. That's, you can look that up. I won't get into that too much, but Venus saved the day. She protected Rome. She stopped them coming through the gate of Janus, who is the two-faced god. I don't know if I felt like I had to keep telling you. Some of this may be relevant to you, some of it may be absolute babble. But like, look, they've got the shield, and they've got this, it's almost like the flame, but the flame has been quenched. The flame's gone out, so a community may be at risk. Okay, well, the other story, the original story that I was going to say, I think again, Rome came under attack. They didn't know how to get up the... Oh, they were telling me as well about the Palatine Hill. It has the Tarpeian Rock, which is a cliff, and I think they threw Tarpeia off the cliff, and it became a punishment for people who had betrayed Rome to be thrown off the Tarpeian cliff. Going back to this, so there's another story where there was a messenger, and he knew the path to get up to the top of the Palatine Hill, and he went up the path, and so the neighbouring army kind of saw where he'd gone, and they followed him up the path. This is a different wall, and when they got to the top, there were peacocks, and peacocks are symbolic of the goddess Hera, who is the wife. It's the goddess of house, like different goddess to this goddess. It's another goddess of kind of like of being a wife, of motherhood, and of house and home, and there was this garden with these peacocks in, and the peacocks started kind of making peacock noises. I don't know what noise they make, but it alerted a warrior who was able to get up and fend them off. So I don't know why I'm telling you any of this. I don't know if it has any relevance to you at all. I don't know if it's giving you extra messages that will help you in your situation, but very much guided by these cards to tell you these stories today. Right, moving on. So, what have we got here? What's going on with Yin, the Empress, Justice, and the Rabbit? Like, I wouldn't think that the Empress and Justice would be in Rabbit energy. I don't think they would be timid. I don't think they would be scared. They've got the Sword of Justice, right? So why is the Rabbit here? Knowing their truth, but being scared of revealing it? Can I get another card, please? Thank you. Oh, he's come out in reverse. So this is the romantic man. I see this is almost like the King of Cups. There's two men in this Lenormand deck. One is kind of like the sexy man, who I see as the King of Wands. And I see this as the King of Cups, the romantic man, with the Ace of Cups and a 10. 2 and 8 make 10. He's waiting, right? So the Empress energy may be dealing with a King of Cups energy that either isn't coming forward, but as I see it as waiting in the upright, I feel like he's not waiting anymore, right? Because the masculine energy is taking action. So if the feminine energy has been like falling asleep waiting for somebody to take action, I feel like the masculine is taking action now. But this is kind of scaring her a little bit. I feel like she has nerves, knowing that this is happening. Okay, 42 is on the bottom, fate. It is, I do keep saying there's a divine connection here, a fated connection, or fate's coming in to balance out a situation that's been unbalanced. Okay, to be fair, 6 of Wands, Hawk, what's going on here? What's going on here? To be fair, Hawk, 6 of Wands. Give me another card, please, for this. She'll say the Knight of Cups is here in the underlying, and that's she's got a shield as well. So the Emperor has a shield and the Knight of Cups has a shield. The feminine and the masculine energy are shielding their hearts. So Knight of Cups is someone who's coming forward. 7 of Swords there too. Okay, sorry. That's why they're not giving me cards from this. They want me to look at this now. The Knight of Cups is somebody who's coming forward with a love offer. It can be friendship, it can be support, but they are shielding their heart. It's kind of like a transparent shield though, right? It's like, I want to reveal everything, but I am just keeping my guard up a little tiny bit. She's kind of in that rabbit energy. And then the 7 of Swords is a card about, it's normally a card about being quite deceptive, being quite cunning, being strategic, and I was talking about strategy over here, but this is kind of like bearing all, you know, like how I got my gross nails out, right? It's kind of like perhaps somebody wants to be strategic, but someone else here is kind of like, this is who I am, this is who I am, it's exactly who I am. I'm, you know, revealing everything here. Yeah. But then there's this person behind her here. I feel like this person wants to reveal everything. This person wants to be their authentic self. They're like, I don't want to play games. I don't want to be strategic. I don't, you know, perhaps the Empress is getting worn out by this. The Empress is getting worn out by the strategy, worn out by the game playing, worn out by... I don't know. So she just wants to be her authentic self. But then we have this other energy back here who I feel is more reserved, is more nervous, doesn't like that this person is coming out and being their true self. They want to keep playing the game. They want to keep being strategic. So I feel like there's two conflicting energies here. Yeah. The Devil card can be a card about hiding your true self, about following the status quo, about feeling like you're chained to tradition, chained to, scared of the opinions of others. scared of letting your true self show. You can see that she's kind of very bare there. Okay. To be fair, yeah, now they're giving me the card. Okay, right, again, another card about balance. So this is, and I was talking about the Temple of Janus, right? Over here when I was talking about how Venus came in, she protected the Temple of Janus, the Gate of Janus, the first gate, the Prima Portus. Of Rome. She prevented the army getting in because she basically rained like fire and flood down on the gate. I think it was like a volcano erupting, or I don't know, it's not very clear in the text, but yeah, it was basically like a river of fire came down and protected the mouth, the gate of Janus. I'm saying Janus because it's the two-faced god, and he's not two-faced though. What I'm saying here is he's not two-faced. He has two faces, but he wasn't two-faced in the meaning that we would take it. He had two faces because he was the gate god, and he could look forward towards the future, and he could look back towards the past. So you can see here there's like somebody looking back towards the past, somebody looking towards the future. So I'm seeing this very much today as the god Janus, the kind of gatekeeper, being able to look back at the past and look forward to the future. Okay, I wonder if they're going to give me something else as well that I'm picking up on here. So the looking at the back, looking towards the past, he's got a sun on this cheek. So he's looking at the past, about what has been, with absolute clarity, like really seeing the past for what it was. Because when you're in a situation, when you're living in a situation, it can be quite hard to kind of see the wood for the trees. It can be hard to have, about that higher perspective, right? Somebody's taking the higher perspective. So seeing the past very, very clearly with that sun there for exactly what it was. But there's concerns about the future, fear about the future, because the future's unknown. We don't know what's going to happen in the future. We can have an idea, right? We can have a plan. We can, have instincts about what's going to happen, but we don't know. We can't really see the future. We don't know what's going to happen. And even if we can tell the future, with a tarot card reading, the future can change, because I could do a reading for you and you could think, well, I don't want that to happen, so I'm going to do something different, which changes your future. I could do another tarot card reading and it would be different, because the future is so malleable. The future's so... there's so many ways that we can follow our destiny. There's so many paths that we can take. Okay, crazy reading. Why do I do these tell me anything readings? The lilies again is a card about having nostalgia for the past. We've got all the kings now. We've got the King of Swords, the King of Wands, the King of Pentacles, the King of Cups, which again, all four kings makes the Emperor. Nostalgia for the past, but the King of Swords can cut things out. They can see very, very clearly, cut things out, and take action to move forward. So I feel like I'm picking two energies here. Oh, and my knees are getting sore. I'm going to pause and do a quick stretch and then I'll be back with you. Okay, guys. Whiskey's getting low here, so let's get ready. This might get even crazier. I think perhaps actually I was fated to drink the whiskey this morning because it kind of is loosening my tongue a little bit. It's making me kind of blurt things out. That perhaps I wouldn't be quite so waffly. I might be a bit more reserved during this reading if I hadn't have kind of loosened my tongue a bit. So I think the universe wants me to talk absolute bollocks and waffle on about Roman mythology today. Blame the universe. It's totally not my fault for drinking the whiskey. Right, okay, let's go. Whoa, that is too much. There may be a fallout. Watch your drinks. If you are going out meeting friends, if you are drinking, watch how much you're drinking. Be very careful about what you say. You may say more than you want to say, and there may be a fallout. Warning, you've been warned. Hey, I told you I was drinking for a reason. Oh, I've just knocked the devil as well. Do you see that? The privileged lady has knocked the devil. A privileged lady, be knocking a devil off their feet. So the privileged lady has come out with high honour. So I'm going to put this over here with the Empress energy, and also this kind of like not wanting to play games, wanting to be very authentic, wanting to live in high honour. I feel like guarding her heart. Guarding her heart because perhaps she doesn't quite know the intentions of this person over here. She's still a little bit timid, right? She wants to offer this love, but she's a little bit scared of this person's intentions. She wants to know that they're both in high honour, not wanting to play the games. Okay, so, but I did ask about the action. So the Emperor could be taking action towards the privileged lady, and that he is acting in high honour, because I did ask about the action, wanting to move forward towards the privileged lady in a high honour fashion. So I feel like they're on the same page here. They want to, yeah, okay. So what's going on over here, please, for the Empress? Tell me more about the Empress, the yin energy. Why is the masculine over here in the reverse? Do you have anything else to tell me? Last chance? Nope. To be fair. Tell me about to be fair, please. Thank you. Occupation. Something about work. The work you do. The job you do. We've got community here as well. And then change. And then courthouse. Okay, I'm going to stop. Something about the work you do. You may do work in the community. You may do... Oh, they show me my stepdad used to be a JP, which is a Justice of the Peace. So it's like a judge. It's like a judge, but it's a volunteer judge. So somebody may do volunteer work in the community where they play like maybe an advocacy role, or they may be changing career in order to do this. You have got this... 1 second. Now, anything that happens in a reading is part of the reading. So I'm going to explain. That was my neighbour. My neighbour's dog seems to have done a bit of a runner. He does it sometimes. He's quite cheeky. He's a little Jack Russell, and he's very, very cute. But Jack Russells can be a bit cheeky. So yeah, every now and again I do hear him kind of doing a bit of a runner, and they have to kind of shout him back. So yeah, there may be a dog doing a bit of a runner, a cheeky dog. Yeah, so somebody may work in the community, volunteer work possibly. Something to do with exercising judgment, balancing out situations, advocacy, offering a higher perspective on things. But there is a change here, some kind of change. Ooh, but on the underlying, well, number 11. So I am picking up on 11-11 relationships here, like, you know, divine counterparts. Wealth, 777 as well might be significant to you. Watch out for the number 777. It is kind of like the lucky number. If you are religious, it's the Jesus number. Yeah, it's a very positive number. But wealth doesn't always necessarily mean financial wealth. It can mean happiness. It can be knowledge. It can be a lot of things. But there's some kind of sudden wealth here. Let's keep going, because why not? Because I have finished my drink now. While that dog was running away, I finished my drink, and yeah, let's just see where this goes. Have you got anything else to tell me about action, please? Tell me why high honour's here. What's high honour about? The Magician. Aha, interesting. The Magician is somebody who makes their dreams a reality. They take the above and bring it below. It's somebody who can manifest things. So manifesting something that they want, but doing it in high honour. Again, I've already said it. I've said the 11. I said divine counterparts. If we're talking twin flames here, like, look behind the Magician. He literally has 2 flames. Yeah, he's got the wands, he's got the sword, he's got the cup, he's got the pentacle down there. He's got all the tools of the trade. You know, he's the emperor. He's got everything he needs to make his dreams a reality. If he has been in this moonlight, this kind of keeping secrets, not quite seeing things clearly, kind of facing the unknown. I do feel like he's used his intuition to guide him through this, to guide him up this mountain path. Yeah, manifesting really, really strongly. This is kind of kind of gives me Gemini, Virgo energy, the Magician. May have Gemini, Virgo placements, but it doesn't have to be. It's more the energy, the meaning of the card that's important than the sign. Okay, what's going on over here? Thank you. 9 of Pentacles. Ooh, somebody is getting more independent. Somebody wants to either is independent or wants to be independent or has the ability to be independent. The Empress has the ability to stand on her own 2 feet. She has the ability to support herself. You know, even if she's not in a position where she can do that right now, she knows that she can do it. Yeah, somebody who's very, very, very capable, good on their own, doesn't need to rely on other people for their for the security, but it's also the garden and the gate card. You know, particularly in this image here, it's somebody who's in a garden, right? They are the meaning of this card today, that with this imagery, and it is a meaning of the 9 of Pentacles on its own, but it's particularly relevant here. So this lady, I'm seeing her as the Empress, is inside this gate. She's pretty comfortable where she is. She's kind of got all the things she needs. She's quite privileged where she is. She's comfortable. She's good, but there's more to explore. It's the 9 of Pentacles. It isn't the 10 of Pentacles. Now, she has a choice to make. Does she stay in this garden where she's comfortable, or does she open the gate and go out and explore and kind of go on new adventures? See what else she can find. Can she find that last pentacle, right? And she's got the hawk. I've just clicked. She's got the hawk. Look at that. And it's massive. Look at the size of it. She's got that huge hawk. So I feel like she really does have a higher perspective. Now, she may not have gone out of the garden. I'm noticing the shadows on her skirt. She may still kind of be in these shadows. But I feel like she has the ability to have this higher perspective. She can send her hawk out, and the hawk can go and look at the landscape, look at the lay of the land, see what's out there, and come and report back to her. So she actually has this ability to kind of maybe astral projection. Maybe somebody can do that. I wish I could do that. But yeah, or it could even be like the Emperor using his intuition. There's friends who tell her about opportunities. I'm not quite sure, but yeah, it's this sense of like being in the garden, kind of being good where you are, being in the garden, but being able to have the ability to have a higher perspective, to know what's out there, even if you are they're showing me like lockdown, COVID, like being trapped in the house, not being able to go out, but maybe communicating via social media. I don't know, a lot of things there. Okay, what do we want to... Tell me more about the hawk. Tell me more about the hawk. What's going on with this hawk? 2 of Swords. Yeah. So I think the hawk can see both sides. You know, again, it's a very balanced card. Excuse me. Sorry about that, guys. Again, I'm picking up on with the electric near her feet. It's like social media. She's stood on 3 pentacles, working together with other people via social media, via the internet, doing her work online, not in her emotions, out of her emotions. But maybe the work she does is she does emotional work, because the pentacles are kind of in the water there. Balancing something. She's balancing her work, using her intuition. She's blindfolded, she doesn't see something, but she's using her intuition. And she has, I'm seeing this as 2 swords of truth today. 2 truths that she needs to say, or she has a decision to make in regards to, is she going to cut out this side, or is she going to cut out that side? What is she going to cut out? Really using her intuition to guide her. Yeah, having that higher perspective, and the higher perspective is her intuition. Right, okay, nice. Oh, we've got that 7 of Swords rearing its ugly head again there. Yeah, it's the Thief in the Night card, but I feel like we have this reveal coming, right? The truths, justice with the truth there, with that sword of justice. Okay. Okay, what's going on? Anything else you need to say? Whatever you need to say. Last thing to tell me about the Emperor and the action card. Temperance. Okay, again, a card about balance, about patience, about being quite gentle and kind. I've seen it very pure. It's like these white horses, so it's very pure intentions. You know, we've got that high honor card there. Very caring, a caring connection, almost like a parental connection. Somebody may be a parent. I was saying this could be a father, and also these are unicorns. So this is kind of like fantasies, believing in the impossible, and with the Magician card there, that this Emperor has the ability to make his dreams a reality. Why has it gone blurry? The Magician has the ability to make his dreams a reality. He can make hello, I'm sorry, I don't know why it's gone like that. I'm just going to continue. I can bring things close to the camera. The Magician card, he can make his dreams a reality. He can make the impossible possible. He's a really strong manifester. He's this might be his skill, is the ability to kind of make dreams a reality, make things happen, believing in the things that are fantastical, right? He may like fantasy as a genre. He may like things that are kind of a bit out there. Okay, temperance though. Temperance is like patience, persistence. This is, I was picking up on this warrior energy of this Emperor here. It's kind of like the Wounded Warrior card, which hasn't come out, but it's kind of, that's what I'm getting, this kind of patience, persistence, perseverance, overcoming these obstacles. Yeah, that might be this person's skill, overcoming obstacles to make the impossible possible. Oh, okay, immediately. Seven of Wands. The Seven of Wands is about a card about standing up for what you believe in, about fighting off opposition, about guarding the gate. Again, we've got that Temple of Janus. Venus is Empress energy. She could be guarding the gate. She stood by the gate. What does this mean? Guarding the gate, defending the gate. The Seven of Wands is a card about defending the gate, and this Empress is stood by the gate, defending the gate. Okay, tell me more about defending the gate, please. Why is the Empress defending the gate? Okay, something flipped and went back in. I don't know what it was. Why is the Empress defending the gate? What is this defending the gate business about? Protecting the community. Protecting the community? Defending the gate? About people who might attack the community? Oh my goodness, they're giving me way too much. Just give me a second with this. Alright guys, we've got story time here with the Empress. Why is the Empress defending the gate? Or fix the camera as well. Because she's waiting. She's waiting for something that she knows is coming to her. Her ships are coming in. What is she waiting for? She's waiting for the Ace of Pentacles. Some kind of offer, some kind of something tangible, some kind of tangible offer. This is her wishes, this is her dreams, this will lead her to her destiny. The Seven of Swords, but there's this Seven of Swords energy down here, this playing games, this kind of strategy, deception is heartbreaking for her. The situation is heartbreaking. She's really struggling with it. She wants to be the Queen of Cups. She wants to come forward and offer love. She wants to be very open about her feelings, about her emotions, but she feels trapped. She feels absolutely trapped with the Eight of Swords. She can't do it. It's breaking her heart. Sad I asked. Why did I ask? Tell me more about, to be fair, Ten of Swords. Something needs to end. Something needs to end. The situation's not fair. Something needs to end. The underline is the lovers. Okay, advice. Advice please for the Emperor. Universe, hello. What is the best advice you have for the Emperor right now? What's the best advice you have for the Emperor? Best advice you have for the Emperor. Archangel Raphael. Okay, let's find out what Archangel Raphael is doing here. In my head, they're going, Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtles. Right, Archangel Raphael. Because it's Raphael, right? He was one of the turtles. Archangel Raphael walks down a path and approaches you, sharing his healing and uplifting light. He is a profoundly loving spirit who has an important role in bringing the Akashic power to you. This beautiful being carries the energies of love, family, miracles, healing, and blessed journeys. He can share all these intentions and experiences with you and more. Of the archangels, Raphael most often comes in the guise of a human. This card can indicate that helpful others may be attending you right now. It also portends a time of great achievement in your personal life. And Raphael is opening the door. Opening the door. Is he opening the door or is he opening the gate? We'll never know. Blessings abound with this card upright. There may be a renewal of a lost dream, a reuniting of family members, or a healing, perhaps, of a physical condition or of a broken heart. Even if these conditions have been hanging on for a while, now is the time when you can really break through. Let Raphael be your partner in this process, and you'll soon see why they call him the miracle worker. Ayo! Right, okay. So I'm going to show you these pages so you can pause if you want to read it yourself at your own speed. If you want to reread to make sure that message really sinks in. It didn't come out at reverse, but I'll let you read the reverse message in case you feel like that applies. There's a little mantra there as well, the Akashic Force, that you might want to do. Okay. Empress, 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 what do you have to tell us? The bird's nest. Interest. My hair, is it talking about my hair? My hair's a bit of a bird's nest right now. Summer and winter there at the bottom as well. Something may have happened in the summer, something may be happening in the winter, something may have happened the previous winter. It's also a time of not like stopping action. Like you take the action, you plough the fields, you plant the seeds in the summer, and then you reap the benefits in the winter. It's kind of like the fruit grows in the summer. You harvest the fruit, and the seeds that you've planted in the summer give you the abundance in the winter. I don't know. Three of Forces. No, that's not the one I wanted. That was Archangel Gabriel. He's the number 3 card. I'm just looking for the Three of Forces. Three of Forces, Three of Forces, Three of Forces. There we are. Okay. I'm going to keep doing Tell Me Anything readings. They're getting a bit bonkers. Right, okay. The bird's nest. A strong, sturdy nest cradles a new family of birds as the babies are fed. This card represents the force of creativity and expansion. When you receive this card upright, it is a signal to focus on starting new things or expanding, perhaps your business, your network of friends, or indeed your family. There may be some effort involved. The nest has to be built, and you will need to be open to the additions coming your way. Children may be forthcoming. I'm getting broody just reading this. You may be renovating your home, or perhaps you will be hiring new employees or opening new business locations. Whatever this is, it will be well worth the effort. The expansions you make will bring great joy. Spiritual expansions may be in store as well. It's never too late to widen your network of spirit family, friends, and guides. The rewards of that kind of expansion are limitless. Feels. Okay, there you go. If you want to reread that. Okay, well, that took us on a journey, didn't it? A journey of Cinderella waffle. So now you know what I'm like when I've had a drink. I just talk too much. And if music plays, I start dancing. Robot arms. Right, okay, I'm going because I'm getting too weird. Right, take care. Bye-bye, guys.